Siman Kufpei Dalad. Hilchas Nizker Guf, body damage. Also the Adam Hakosis Chavero. Person may not hit someone else, and if he does, he transgresses a prohibited commandment. Person who has to receive Malchus, if there's one extra that's given, that is a loisa asay. So therefore, Peter Torah the Torah is particular regarding a person who deserves punishment, that not one more should be given more than his due according to law. How much more so we're not allowed to hit somebody for any other reason. And even someone who lifts up his hand to hit somebody but doesn't actually hit them is called a Rasha, as we learn from Moshe Rabbeinu. Shnema Vayoma, and Moshe said a Rasha to the wicked woman, Lama Sakara Echa, why do you hit your friend? Lama Hikisalema, why did you hit? It doesn't say, but Ella Lama Sake, why will you hit? Afapisha Downlow Koronika Rasha. So we see from there that even though he hasn't yet hit him, he's called a Rasha. Anyone hits somebody else is subject to a cherem of the early authorities. He can't count for minion based on until based in release him from the cherem to listen to what their decision is. If somebody else hits him and or another person, and he can only defend himself by hitting the assailant, that mutal is permitted to hit him in self-defense, similar commensurate force to what is being given by the other person. But if he can avoid hitting the other person, then he has to do so. Base. Even if he had a servant, of course, this is now illegal anyway. But a person had a servant, didn't listen to him. Also, like Kaisa mustn't hit him. But he is permitted to hit his children, or a child, an orphan who he brings up, in order to educate them. This is for their benefit. You mustn't leave glass or other items in a place where they could cause damage to anybody else. Slight interruption there. If somebody has an illness, and the sound of banging hurts him, he's not allowed to make a noise in his house, such as a crushing noise, which causes damage to the other person. So this is telling you that there's other forms of damage as opposed to direct hitting. Hey, there are many other halachas regarding this. In this case, in respect to neighbor halachas for neighbors, or for public thoroughfares. For haklal, the general principle is you're not allowed to do anything, even in your own land. Because even more so in the public land, which could cause damage to somebody else, or people who pass through the Rishus Harabim. Unless it's a place where it's established practice that certain things can be done in the street. This would be considered as if everybody in the town agrees to it. So that he should be able to do this, or somebody else should be able to do it, using the side of the streets for certain things, or putting certain things down in the street. The Mishnayos talk about all similar examples of this, where it's implicit because of the common practice in the town in that particular place, therefore it is permissible. Next, Vav. Somebody who scares somebody else. He scares him, jumps at him, boos him from behind, or he jumps at him in the darkness, it comes up to him in dark night, and he causes him damage fright is chayav in the dinei shemaim for any damage. Chayav in based in because of the fact that it is not a physical direct hit to the person. Somebody injures somebody else. Even though he pays him in full damages. What is chayav? Similarly, a ganav gazlan who stole even though they paid back what they stole. They still have to have mechila from the other person, or from the person from who they hit or who they stole, or deceived, because of the pain they caused. And the victims, they have to also give mechila, and they should not be cruel by withholding forgiveness. We learn also that in Hilchos Yom Kippur. Now we learn some halachas which are extension of the laws of Hashavas Aveda, saving somebody else's property from loss. This is a big topic. Kitzur refers to a few situations. Somebody sees somebody else in danger. He can save him himself, or he can ask somebody else, hire somebody else to save him. He's got to do so. To hire others, and afterwards, if he saves him and it costs money, he can go and ask the person who he saved for payment, and Beis Din will support that. In Yeshlo, if the victim have the means to pay, if the victim himself has the means to pay, and if he doesn't have the means to pay, he shouldn't withhold himself from trying to help another person. And should use his own money to save another person. But in Nimna, if he withholds saving the person for any reason, and he could have saved him, he's transgressed the prohibition of loy samad adam re'echav. He hears people plotting. And he doesn't tell the potential victim. Or he can persuade them not to do what they were going to do by bribing them, or paying them off the debt, or whatever it is. And he was able to do so and to help the potential victim. This is all included in the prohibition of low samad. Don't stand by the blood of somebody else. You can't watch somebody else drown in the lake when you can help. In English law, you can just walk by as long as you don't do anything. Anyone who saves a single person, it's as if he saved the whole world. Test. Somebody who is involved in fraud, counterfeit, and people can generally come to endanger the public, then the government may consider that everybody else is involved in this crime, and it could put the whole community at risk, particularly as this was happening in Europe in times gone by. If it's the din of a Roidev, or Masrin boy Shlo Yasa, and you can warn him not to carry on. But and if he doesn't listen, this is a case where you're allowed to tell the authorities what's called Mitzira, just to tell the authorities that this person is involved and no one else. And similarly, if there's an individual who is falsely accused because of this person's actions, you may tell the authorities, I do not do any counterfeiting, but it's only that person. So the victim, the person who's being accused falsely, can say what he needs to say in this situation. No, it happened. Noagim. The custom is Shiva Tuvei Ha'er, that 7 people of the city, senior people, Dinei, Donin Dinei Knosas, can impose financial penalties, such as for causing injury, embarrassment of the people, but Beis Din. They should not do anything without first consulting a Beis Din. So we're talking about a place where it doesn't have its own Beis Din usually, but Shiva Tuvei can do it by consulting the Beis Din, or it can be talking even when the Beis Din, the 7 governing officers want to take authority for dealing with such matters themselves in order to ease the burden of the Beis Din, etc., as long as they consult with the Beis Din. There's such a thing of having like a magistrate's court, which is set up by of ordinary people, as long as they are meeting the requirements. Ki yesh b'inyonim elu harbe chiluki dinim. There are many complicated laws, but they can't do anything they want. They have to do it in accordance with the law. And other people's dignity should not be treated lightly, so they have to consult with the Beis Din. A pregnant woman who is experiencing difficulty in childbirth, which is potentially life-threatening, as long as the child is still within him, you're permitted in order to make surgical cuts or to cause some other injury. Since it's endangering the mother's life, this is permitted, whether it's through drugs, medicine, or other procedures. It's a case of a roidev. Somebody is chasing somebody else with intention to kill him. So a person may kill the pursuer to save the other person. So here we have the relative issues of the mother and the fetus, and we are allowed to save the mother. If ever the situation arose, however, you can't decide from the Kitzur. You have to ask a very important shaila. Once the child has its head sticking out from the womb, you can't harm it. You may not push away one life for the sake of another human life. And this case is not treated as the din of Roideh. As I say, if this happens, then you have to ask a shaila. It does happen from time to time, and there are suitable experts who will answer these type of questions.